Welcome back to the Gaming Pantry. This is the Retro Bear, and this is part 2 of my PlayStation 3 game collection. If you haven't seen part 1, that's a bit silly to come to part 2, isn't it? I'll put a link below. Have a look at that one. And if you saw this a couple of 3 years ago, this is not a repeat. This is just an update. I'm sure I've added some PlayStation 3 games in the last 2 or 3 years since I've done it. Yep, so we got as far as K. One game I did miss out because I'm having a bit of a tidy up in at the moment. It's actually a game that was sent to me in a mystery box last year, I think it was, or the year before. I think it was last year. And I've worked out where it came from now. It's actually a Japanese copy of Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. Now, why would I have a well, I don't know. But yes, so I have a Japanese copy, which is great. So I like the little curiosities that go in the game collection. And just to confirm it is Japanese at the back, but yes, there we go. So I'm going to put that in my pile down there to go in there. But I didn't show that one at the time because I forgot. So we're going to carry on and do the rest of the PlayStation 3 games we've got here today. There will be a little break in between where I have to again put everything on the floor and then go and fetch the other ones and bring them in and then show those off. So yeah, 4 parts these. I should have actually made a note which is part 1, part 2, part 3 and recording this anyway. Let's move on to Killzone 3. Killzone 3 in the PlayStation 3. Again, another Mrs. Bear shoot 'em up classic. I shoot 'em up. First person shooter. She did enjoy these sort of games. I think it's been having been stuck around me for so long that, you know, the desire to go around and shooting people with a sniper rifle just becomes too much. I can't see her disagreeing with that. I don't know anyway. This is again I picked up many years ago. It was in the game sale. I thought, oh, I've heard lots about this game. It's from an era and a sort of a genre that I would be very interested in. As I picked it up, and I did play it briefly, but never picked up again after that. And it's LA Noire. I think I only paid £3 for it, but I was excited. It was a second-hand copy, but I was excited because there's some evidence inside. Which is always good. And there's this thing here, the Naked City and the Badge Pursuit Challenge. I'm not sure that was an extra thing or not, I don't know. But I saw that and I thought, oh, I'll get that. Extra bits, Brucey bonuses, that's what we like to see. But I love the fact that people describe it like, you know, Grand Theft Auto in fedoras, and I like the concept of it, but I just never actually sort of sat down and gave it a proper go. It's down to me. Now, I don't have many essentials in my collection, Callum, if you are watching. I doubt you are, but I don't. You may be interested to see this one anyway, but I try and keep the essentials out of the collection, not because I don't. I like to keep the original labels. I mean, obviously with PlayStation 2, you got the black platinums. The PlayStation 1, you got the silver platinums. I'm very proud to say my Wii collection has one player select game in it as well, which is something else. So my one PlayStation 3 essentials that I think I have is Harry Potter Lego, or Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4. Again, because it was in the cheap bargain bucket section. Would not usually have bothered with Harry Potter Lego. I'd have probably gone with everything else Lego, but not Harry Potter. But again, at the time, the price of it, I thought, you know, can't go with that one. And then we've got Harry Potter years 5 to 7, and you can immediately see there's something very fishy going on with this one, and that's the cut at the top there. So yes, you are right. It is a reprinted CEX cover, but I knew that when I bought it. So it didn't really make any difference, the fact that it was still 50p. So yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not really bothered. It's unlikely to be something I'm going to sit down and play anytime soon anyway. And if I need to replace it, I will do. If I don't need to replace it, I won't. I'll just leave it where it is. That's how you do it. We've got Lego Jurassic World. I don't think I've got this. Have I got this on? I've got this on a Wii U, I think, as well. But yeah, all your favourite Jurassic World moments contained within. Does this actually contain do-overs of the first 3 films as well? I can't remember. Probably not. I think it's just based on the new one, isn't it? So the new trilogy as opposed to the old trilogy. Another film coming. 4th Jurassic World film coming. I didn't see the 3rd one yet. It only was at Christmas. I taped it. I recorded it. I taped it. What era am I living in? I recorded it at Christmas. Never actually watched it, but I'm like, yeah. I don't know if I want to. I don't know. There's another one coming this summer. 4th one. 7 now. 7 films. Lego Lord of the Rings. I do like the Lego games. I'm not one of these snobs who think, oh, it's a Lego game. I quite like Lego games. Ever since I played Lego Star Wars, the first one, on PlayStation 2. Was it on PlayStation 2? No, on the Xbox. Ever since I played Lego Star Wars, I've got a real affinity for them. I do like them. I think they're fun. I think they're dead easy. They're simple for thickos like me to pick up and play. So, And this is a good one as well. Again, if you haven't got this and you do like the Guitar Hero Rock Band games, I thoroughly recommend you get Lego Rock Band. That is so much fun. Really enjoy playing that. And again, this has got a more generic track list on it. So, you've got Carl Douglas, Counting Crows, Europe, Foo Fighters, Jackson 5, Pink, Queen, Ray Parker Jr., all those sort of like really, pop music as opposed to rock music tracks on it. It is good fun. It really is. It's been years since I played it, but when I first got it, I was like, wow, this is great. It's a Lego game and it's got music and I want to sit down and play. This is another great game which I never put the time into at the time. Little Big Planet. Beautiful game to look at. Absolutely love the concept of this completely. But I just never had the fortitude to stick with it, really. If I had done, I probably would have really got a lot more out of it, but I do like this game. It really is quite fun. I think there's a sequel, isn't there, I think, as well. If you get a chance to pick that up, do. If you've never seen a Little Big Planet game, they really are great fun. We've got the obligatory sports game, London 2012 Olympics. I wasn't there, but I was there for most of it. I think I had 2 weeks off work. I didn't book 2 weeks off work around the Olympics just out of interest. But I had a long holiday that year during the summer. I never usually take 2 weeks off, but I did that year. I think it was the second week the Olympics was on. But yeah, man, that was great. The game is not good, not that great. It's you've played Daley Thompson's decathlon or track and field or hyper sports. It's pretty much the same thing, just evolved from there. But had to have that one, really. Obligatory American football games coming for you now. Madden 07, which was the first one that we had. This one I got this when, was it 07 or was it? Yeah, I got this one when we bought the PlayStation 3. But it's second hand. I'm surprised. I just really realised now it's actually got an American certificate on it. How did that happen? I bought that from Sega Supplies down the road from where I work. But yes, we've got Madden 07. America, you've played a Madden game, you've played them all, near enough. Then we've got Madden 25. I don't have all the Madden games. I've not played a Madden game probably since that one, in truthful, 07. I do have more up-to-date Madden versions like this one. This is a 24. This will be Madden 14, but it's 25 to 25th anniversary. But I don't sit down and play. I much prefer to play the older ones. Because even people complain about the playbooks and the style of playing the old games. It's even more complicated now, and I just haven't got the mental capacity to cope with it. This is another Mrs. Bear game, online only, so I dare say this one is dead and buried and long gone. This is Mag, which I think now is just basically a bit of plastic. But that was like massive amounts of players online at the same time, a huge game. Can't remember how many it was now. But there was literally so many people playing the same game. You played on like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 online, and you'd have like a death match of maybe like 10 people. That one multiplied it by many. But I think they turned the servers off a long time ago, so that really is a bit of plastic now. And this was the other game we had originally. So we had Formula 1 Championship, we had Madden 07, and then the other game that we had originally when we bought the PlayStation 3, which we got second hand, was Marvel Ultimate Alliance. A game, obviously I like my superhero stuff, very into that, but I just couldn't get on with this. Really didn't. I thought this was going to be great, you know, playing all these different superheroes, and it just became a very generic button bashing explorer thing, and I just couldn't get into it at all. I've got a second one on the Wii, got that last year, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say it was a missed opportunity. I just couldn't get on with it at all. Now we got, you'll be probably surprised to see this, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You got a Marvel vs. Capcom game. Yeah, I've got 2 of these actually in my collection. I can't remember where this came from. But I think I bought it because it's Marvel vs. Capcom. It's bound to be worth some money in a few years' time. This is also the game that got me a copyright, not to say strike. I've never been lucky enough to have the copyright strike on YouTube, but a copyright notice. I had this game on in the background, and when I did it, there was a sequence which they lifted from a Spider-Man animated series. There's like a piece of track mode footage for Spider-Man or something in the game, and I can't remember. It cropped up on there, and I got a notice saying this video would never be monetised because you're copyright infringing using this bit of footage from a program I didn't know existed. Yeah, how weird is that? So like I said, YouTube is fantastic. Other people could do stuff and get away with it, but you know, if I want to put that in the background, yeah, they're going to come for me, aren't they? Say come for me, they didn't come for me, but you know what I mean. I loved the first one of these games, so I had to pick this up. Is Mercenaries 2. I had Mercenaries on the PlayStation 2, which I remember being attracted by the blow it up some more TV advertising that came with it at the time. Short-lived fun blowing stuff up. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but I just couldn't get beyond the blowing stuff up bit, which was good to me. I mentioned this series earlier in the first video, I think, and this is Metal Gear Solid 4. So I've got 1 on the PlayStation 1, I've got 2, 3 and 4 on the PlayStation 2, I've got 2 on the Xbox, and now I have 4. Although in actual reality, I've only really played 1 and 2. But again, the price of that game came down like a stone, so you just grab these things which are totally cheap. This one's quite relevant now, actually. I'm thinking about it. We're going to do this, and this is Minecraft, the PlayStation 3 edition. Sadly, without the manual. Oh no, it does have. Well, no, but it does have a manual. You've got the manual with it as well. Again, this was picked up because it was knocked off cheap. It wasn't the best condition box at the time. It's all complete and everything, and it regularly used to sort of sell in CEX for about 15 quid. I'm not sure where that price has dropped. It was always a good trade. Get a Minecraft game and trade it in, and you get loads of credit for it. I've tried Minecraft. I don't get on with it at all. So yeah, and of course now we've got the film out at the moment. I mean, how long ago was this game? I can't see how long it was. Many years ago. And now we've got a film of it. It's going to come back and terrorise us all again. Why? Here's a drastically underrated game. If you've never seen it or played it or had a go, it's Mini Ninjas. Very good game. Don't be fooled by the front cover and think it's shovelware. It's not. It's actually pretty damn good. Definitely worth having a go at it. If you see it cheap enough. It's just a nice little game. You can put a little bit of time into it, enjoy it, get a bit far with it, and think, yeah, that's fun actually. That I quite like that. And here's another game which gets lambasted again because I think it was just hyped up so much. But I love how this game looks. And when I looked at this game first, I thought, wow, this game looks sensational. It's Mirror's Edge. I still think it looks pretty good now. But it gets so, again, one of these games which is sort of hyped up beyond belief. When it comes out, it doesn't match that hype. It's a real pity. I mean, there isn't a lot to it in terms of the game. It's like running around, jumping and fighting. But honestly, it's really, I love it. I love it. It's really good. Well, didn't get overly far with it because I think I got a bit bored. I think that there are limitations in the game. I mean, it's not going to be the longevity awards by any stretch of the imagination. You could probably find it for nothing nowadays. A couple of American games I've picked up which were in a charity shop, and I thought, well, I've got to get these. because this sort of ticks so many different boxes. This is Major League Baseball MLB 11 The Show. Now, it's an American copy. It's also got the 3D compatible thing on the front there, which is obviously I mentioned in the first video. The PlayStation has a capacity to run 3D, basic 3D. So this is the sort of thing you can do. And it's also got PlayStation Move, which I do have as well. So that's it. But yeah, I saw they were in a charity shop. And I thought, well, I'm not going to ignore those for, I think, a quid each. A quid each, you say, but you're just showing one. Well, that's because there's a second one, which is MLB 12 The Show, which is also American 3D compatible and PlayStation Move compatible, and also complete as well. Again, baseball is not, it is a sport I've tried to love, but I can't. But I dare say I'll probably get a lot more joy out of playing baseball games than I would out of some of the other stuff I've got in here. What else have we got? Right, we're still on M at the moment. And you probably wonder what this is doing in so far down when we've been through all this series earlier, and this is Modern Warfare 2. Well, that is because it says Modern Warfare 2 on the side, not Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I can't remember where I got this from, but Mrs. Bear had Modern Warfare 2 on the day it came out. She pre-ordered it, and when it came, she spent about, well, certainly the first day non-stop playing it. I'm showing the back of a box there, which has got nothing on it. And she played pretty all day. I think she finished the game in like 2 or 3 days or something like that. And I was like, you spent 30 plus quid on that game, you finished it in 2 days. I think it was then it sort of dawned on me that this era of games had passed me by, and that now it was less about making games that last and just making games. Another game we picked up quite early on, which is quite a good little game, I think probably had no right to be, because it was very little fanfare behind it. It's MotorStorm. There was a MotorStorm game previous on PlayStation 2. Was that Arctic Thunder? I think it was. And then this came out, and actually it was pleasantly, surprisingly not bad. So much so that it ended up selling quite a lot of stuff, quite a lot of copies. And actually it's a very, very fun game. And so much so they actually released a sequel to it, which is MotorStorm Pacific Rift. And so much, I think there's probably, I think there's a MotorStorm game on the PSP's got to be, I think. There may have been further games since, but yeah, I mean, again, another fun racing game. That's what you want, fun racers. We like fun racers, we can work with those. Right, it's also some gameplay footage on my channel, Mrs. Bear playing this game. And this is Naughty Bear. How could we not have this game in my PlayStation 3 collection? Yeah, I mean, it is what I would probably describe as disappointingly average. And I must admit, it's a concept I didn't really understand it. It's a bear which goes around killing other bears. Not that I've got anything against that. It just felt a bit daft. When other bears threw a party, Naughty Bear wasn't invited. That's heed a warning. That tends to be happened to me. Scorned for the last time, Naughty Bear is exacting revenge. Now they will pay with their lives. It gets a bit dark after that. Yeah, nice idea, but not for me. Sadly. Another sports game. This is NBA 2K7. No real interest in basketball, but just one of these that I probably picked up with nothing for nothing. It's a sports game about basketball. This is an interesting one because you won't see this very often. This is NCAA Football 2009. It's an American. This was sent to me in that mystery parcel last year. It's a mystery parcel. I know where it came from. Thank you again for that if you're still watching. I mean, it's American football, but this is about college football, which is a big part of my winter viewing on a Saturday. I do like. Sometimes college football is far, far more preferable to NFL. But those games didn't actually released over here, and also they've updated that as well. They did one last year, first one in about 15 years, near enough. Maybe not long after that one. They stopped doing NCAA football games and they brought it back last year. A game we played many times. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, a game that me and Mrs. Bear spent one New Year's Eve playing in great detail. Could be that with those sort of people. But yeah, this is again quite fun. I didn't realise there's actually a map behind there. Oh yeah, map of Seacrest. Yeah, but yeah, again, really good game. I do like Need for Speed games, always have done since the PlayStation 2 era. Not so much the early games, where I started doing different variations. You know, Undercover, Hot Pursuit, Need for Speed. What's that over there? I'm trying to say they've all moved around. Underground Carbon. Then you moved on to you got Shift and Hot Pursuit, and here's Shift. There we go. That's quite good. I quite enjoy playing that one. What kind of driver are you? There we go. Play that, you'll find out. But yeah, I quite enjoyed that particular one. Another NFL game for you. This is NFL Tour. Which is from the EA Big Games radio. I think this is more like an arcadey version of American football. I never actually played it. I just picked it up cheap. I think this was in the game we're getting rid of all our old stuff sale. Because we know best. That's why we're going out of business. Oh, sorry, did I say that? Operation Flashpoint Red River. Which goes to show, if we watch the first part, I did show the inside of a box and found an Operation Flashpoint disc for a completely different game, which isn't this one. So there we go. I'm not sure if that's still active. Sounds to me like it might be one of these first-person army squad things. I don't know. This is a fun game. Well, I say fun game. It sounds like a fun concept. This is Pain. And got this for again less than 50 pence. It's worth considerably amount more than that. This is one game I asked Mrs. Bear to play. Part of PlayStation 3 PlayStation month we did a few years back, and she quite enjoyed it. A bit limited in terms of it, but the idea is you've got a character. And you sort of propel them into buildings and try and create the most spectacular falls and designs, and some rather well endowed ladies on the inside. Yes, woohoo! Yeah, really aim, get set for pain. I remember seeing it at the time thinking, I quite like the idea of that, but it's very limited. I played it myself since, and it's like, yeah, it's not quite as fun as you think it might be. Nice idea. Shame about the execution. Some Pro Evolution Soccer games, because this is my go-to football series. And I've always preferred PS games to FIFA. So that's 2009, 2010. Generic football, I'm not going to show you too much to do with that. 2014. Not sure where I've got 2014. I remember 9 and 10 were bought for me year on year by Mrs. Bear. I can't remember why I got 14. Don't know. And that's those. Yeah, those three there. Then we got some the Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank All for One. Do like the Ratchet and Clank games. They're very good platformers. Again, this one came out of the bucket. Cheap bucket. Again, probably bought more with the intention, the fact that it's Ratchet and Clank. It might be worth a few quid possibly, rather than, oh yeah, I must buy that and play it. Ratchet and Clank G-Force. Is that G-Force or Q-Force? Q-Force, sorry. I'm thinking of Battle of the Planets. Again, this would have come out of the same place as well. We actually got a digital version of Ratchet and Clank, so we were given that as part of the PlayStation 3 network outage years ago. If you remember that, it was off for a very long time. And you were given sort of like a choice of, you could have a couple of free games. One of them we got was Wipeout HD, and the other one was this one, Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction. So I've actually got a physical and digital copy of this one. But this was great. I remember the fun we had on this one. This was really good, and there's that weapon you could get which would make them all dance, and you could slide down the... Yeah, oh man, fantastic stuff. And then finally, before I have to run off and go and get the last lot, Red Dead Redemption. Oh look, it says free. Was it? Yes, it was. It was free. I'm not lying. I wouldn't lie to you. There is a reason it was free. You might be able to see it. There's a crack. There's a crack just above my finger. Now, I don't know if that would work. I mean, it says crack. I mean, I can't actually feel anything. Oh, I can, yeah. I can, actually. More around the rim rather than the middle. I don't know if that would work. There's also potentially it could damage the PlayStation. We've never tried it. However, it does come complete with everything else. Got a map and whatever. I do have Red Dead Redemption for the 360 anyway. I had the Dutch version, which cost me 30 pence. So I've actually got 2 copies of Red Dead Redemption, which have cost me 30 pence. But it was free. I got that from Vintage Gamer because there's a crack in the disc. There we go. Right. I'm going to go get the other stack, and I'll come back with that, and then we'll finish this off. Won't keep you a moment. Right, that's that sorted. Right, where do we get to? I can't remember. Ratchet and Clank, wasn't it? We're in the R zone anyway. Nearly there, nearly there. Let's crack on. Red Faction Guerrilla. Not about David Attenborough. But yes. Or a load of communist apes taking over the world. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really very up on the Red Faction series of games, but there's quite a few dotted around the collection, I'll give you that. We've got Resident Evil 5. So I played a bit of. So I've not really got into the Resident Evil series since the first one. I've been playing the first one, the second one. Third one, the spin-off sort of passed me by. 4, I've never really sat down and played properly. I must give that a go on the Wii. I really must do. Yeah, I don't mind the Resident Evil games. I think they're quite good. But are they my sort of thing? I don't know. Survival horror. We've got Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, which I've got to be honest with you, I know absolutely nothing about. Raccoon City has fallen. You are part of the Umbrella's elite cleanup squad sent in to purge all evidence of their involvement. All survivors must be eliminated. So I'm not sure whether that's actually like a run and gun, not run and gun, on the rail shooter. So there's 2 on there's Dark Side Chronicles and the Umbrella Chronicles on the Wii. So I don't know about that one. Again, dirt cheap. Don't ask questions. I bought it for nothing. Didn't cost me much. I shall have it. Resistance Fallen Man, which Mrs. Bear had at the time when it first came out. This is our original copy, and again, really, really fun game. She enjoyed playing that one. She wasn't so keen on the others that followed, though. I like the idea of that. It was sort of like futuristic space invasion set back in the 50s. Different. Very different, that. But, say set back in the 50s, but not like an American sci-fi type thing. Try to explain it anyway. Ridge Racer 7. This I did a gameplay video on this a couple of years back, and the biggest thing I got comment on the video, I didn't know they made a Ridge Racer 7, let alone for the PlayStation 3, but they did. It's really good. It's really good. You should definitely get hold of it if you can find a copy. Definitely worth picking up. Into the Rock Band zone, so we have Rock Band, the original. I mean, these are what they are. I do like these games. I think this one proviso was the fact that when I went down the track list and it said the Rolling Stones give me shelter, I was like, right, I mean, that was the only reason for me, I think. Yeah, that was the only reason for me actually wanting that version so much, because of that one song. Wrong, isn't it, when you say something like that? Rock Band 2. Complete with that one. So you got Blondie, Bob Dylan, Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way again. I'd have just got it for that. Yep, all those. Yeah, great. I'm not going to read the tracks out, but yeah, again, very happy to play that. There is a copy of Rock Band 3 somewhere on the Wii, but I haven't got the third one for the PlayStation 3, unfortunately. Saints Row 2, game I've never played. but I'd heard so much about it. My dear late Miss friend John had the special edition pack with the gun for the 360, which I think if Eddie, who was with us that day, Eddie and Paul might remember that. Yeah, weird thing that was. But I've never played the Saints Row game, so I've got no idea what they are about. Much more my thing, which is the Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. This came out in so many different formats over the years. Basically playing old Mega Drive games on your PlayStation 3. Fantastic. You know, Sonic's 1, 2 and 3, Streets of Rage 1, 2 and 3, Echo the Dolphin 1 and 2, Shining Force 1 and 2, Golden Axe 1, 2 and 3. So just listing those there's 13 games on a 50 game collection, I think it was. 40 game collection, and 13 of them are from four game series: Sonic, Streets of Rage, Echo the Dolphin, Shining Force. Got 5. You've also got you've got Phantasy Star 2, 3 and 4 as well. Oh, I'm chucking, yeah, so nearly half the games come from about 5 franchises. But anyway, what more you want is playing original proper Sega Mega Drive stuff on your PlayStation 3. Sega Rally, again, I think very underrated game. People weren't particularly kind to when it came out because it wasn't Sega Rally Arcade, but that doesn't necessarily mean the case it's not a bad game. It's not a great game. It's not going to knock your socks off, but it's a very fun game to play. I've got it both on that PlayStation 3 and the 360. There is 360 footage on my channel if you want. Sega Superstars Tennis, which is just comedy tennis. No manual, sadly. I hate tennis at the best of times, but this is Sonic characters playing tennis, which is the same play. Mario characters are playing tennis in Mario Tennis. Yeah, not my sort of thing. SingStar Zone, because I have SingStar microphones, so we've got SingStar, the original one. Well, not the original one, the first on the PlayStation 3. All complete. Again, loads of tracks on the back there, which you probably won't be able to read. You know, Blur, Britney Spears, Coldplay, Gwen Stefani, Macy Gray, Musical Youth, Primal Scream, Stone Roses, the Zootons, the Cardigans, Weezer, U2, etc. Then we've got another one, which is SingStar Pop Edition. I just click SingStar games. I've got loads on the PlayStation 2. I've almost got an entire section of, yeah, in fact I've got literally nearly about 14 SingStar games for the PlayStation 2 as well. Why? I don't sing. Amy Whitehouse, Bon Jovi, Christy Berg, Cyndi Lauper, Kaiser Chiefs, Queen, Robbie Williams, The Killers, The Police, Will Young, etc. And we've also got SingStar Volume 2. In a nice purple this time. Aerosmith, Blur, George Michael, Kaiser Chiefs again, Nirvana, The Killers, Loving Spoonful, The Offspring, The Proclaimers, and Tone Loc. Wow. Don't ask me why I've got those. Don't even ask me why I've got this one. SingStar Take That. Yeah. I was the unofficial 6th member of Take That. No, I wasn't. Believe that if you believe anything. Famous story, I might have done it before. About 3 weeks before It Only Takes a Minute went viral, or went massive in the charts. Take That were due to come to my high school and sing to a load of teenage girls, but it never ever happened. They got famous and decided that coming to Windsor High School in Hell's Aim was not worth their time anymore. Anyway, yeah, it's got all your favourites on here. Babe, Back for Good, Could It Be Magic, Everything Changes, It Only Takes a Minute, Never Forget, Once You've Tasted Love, Relight My Fire, Shine, Sure, and Why Can't I Wake Up With You? Anyway, and many others. We got Sonic Generations. which is a great game because it didn't try to be one or the other. It didn't try and be old 2D Sonic after many years of bad 3D Sonic, and it didn't try to be 3D Sonic after many years of bad 3D Sonic. It actually combined the two, and I thought it was actually a very, very good game. I did put a lot of time into it as well. Probably got maybe halfway through it, never actually finished it, but really, really good game. Really, really good game. Definitely worth it. Have they remastered that, am I thinking? Or was there a talk about bringing out a sequel to it? Possibly. I can't remember. Maybe I just made that up. I don't know, but yeah, if you never played it, get it. It's worth it. Terminator Salvation, which I can tell you absolutely nothing about. Other than the fact it's a Terminator game, and traditionally, they ain't very good Terminator games. I've got quite a few. I've got a couple of Terminator 3 games on Terminator 3 Redemption on PlayStation 2. I've got the Terminator on the Master System. I've got Robocop versus Terminator on the Master System. I think I've got the others, Terminator games. I think I've got Terminator 2 for some of the 8-bit computers as well. So, have they ever really established a good Terminator game? I don't know. Terraria, so I've never been able to pronounce properly. Game I've always wanted to get, but I don't know why. I think it's one of these you see all the time, and one dig, fight, explore, build. Again, probably the game, if this game came out like 30 years ago, I probably would have gone, oh yeah, I can get into that. Say 30 years ago, probably pushing it, maybe 40 years ago. No, 35 years ago maybe. One of the finest games on the system, the Beatles Rock Band. Oh, you can say, oh, it's the Rock Band, oh, it's the Beatles. Yes, I know. I'm no admirer of the Beatles. I like Rock Band, but this is just a fantastic game. It really is. Whether you like the Beatles music or not, it looks absolutely stunning. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful looking game. You can get past the concept, it's all just Beatles music, you'll be absolutely fine. And I have actually played all the way through that and finished it on the easy level. Yes, on the easy level. But I don't care. That's probably the last game I've ever finished. But yeah, really good. Honestly, if you've not got that, you must get it. Well, on any format, it's exactly the same game. Brilliant fun, brilliant fun. The Bourne Conspiracy, which is again one of these sort of press the button when you're prompted to games. It's all right. I mean, if you like the Bourne films, then this probably would be something which you might be interested in. Didn't get particularly good reviews at the time. Bit limited, those games, aren't they? The Club from Sega. Again, I don't think it reviewed particularly well at the time. Kills earn scores. Scores bring success. Success means survival. Some sort of gangstery type gangland warfare game, I am presuming. But I've never played it, so I don't know. We've got the House of the Dead Overkill Extended Cut. Now, one thing I do like is a good House of the Dead game. What I also like is women wearing red holding guns. Yes, we are catered for. Now, the reason I got this is because you'll notice there's a pair of 3D glasses, and that's because this is a 3D enhanced game. It does say 2 pairs included. Sadly, I've only got 1 pair, but I have 3D glasses. That is the main thing. Now, I've also got this on the Wii as well. But yes, I do love House of the Dead games. Arcade favourites of mine. So again, that was a no-brainer. And fine with the glasses in as well. I was like, I thought, when are the glasses in with it? He's like, glasses? I'm having that. And we've also got, which I got last year, finally, I must be the only person who never got this game for the PlayStation 3, The Last of Us. I believe the 2nd series is imminently arriving. And it's already been commissioned for a 3rd series. Great. I didn't watch it as Mrs. Bear watched it studiously. I watched bits of it, sort of peek above my tablet while she's watching it. And it's, again, must be honest with you, tremendous looking TV series. But there we go. I've also got this on PlayStation 4, I think. But yeah, not to be sold separately, so that's obviously come out of some sort of pack that came out. But yeah, you have to have a copy of that. Tom Clancy's End War. Again, it's a dirt cheap game which is going to cost you absolutely nothing to pick up. Surprised they actually just wouldn't give you a copy of it. Tom Clancy appears a lot in my collection. My God, he's here again. Tom Clancy's Hawks. Now this is a flight game, which I remember playing the demo of. Remember years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago, you used to be able to go on the PlayStation 3 and actually download demos of the games and play them. I'm not sure if that's still a thing or not. It could be. It could be that I'm just talking like an old person again. But when I downloaded a demo of that, I wasn't overly impressed with it, but I thought it was different at the time. And of course, it looks great on the back. I'm just beginning to think the one I did miss out on was Afterburner Climax. It was download only, and I missed it. We've got here Tomb Raider. This is the first reboot, I think it was. Really, really beautiful looking game. I've had this in the background before now. Really, really beautiful looking game. Lara Croft is not something I've seriously sat down and played in great detail ever, even back when it first came out. It just didn't appeal to me. It's like walking around. You know, back then I was interested in, you know, racing and stuff and playing football games, and they sort of bypassed me, which is a bit worrying. They shouldn't do, but they do. Tomb Raider Underworld, which I also have on the Wii. I think this is more like the old games, perhaps, I don't know. Maybe not. But it can't be a PlayStation without having Lara Croft games for it. I have Lara Croft games for PlayStation 2, I have a PlayStation 1. I haven't got it for PlayStation 4 yet, I might have to rectify that. Why? I don't know. This is very much a Mr. Bear game. This is Trivial Pursuit, which speaks for itself. I do like a good Trivial Pursuit game. Quiz game. The one I played years and years ago was you don't know Jack or something, which I played a demo of, and I absolutely love the concept of that. Never actually go very much further than that, liking the concept. Euro 2008. You don't need to know much more than that. Football game. I can't believe how long ago that was now. UFC 2009 Undisputed. Sadly, no manual. In UFC, something I tried to like, but I miss the early days of the UFC when it seemed all about, you know, just basically any bloke who felt like having a fight turned up. And then when we had Sky back, when we used to watch WWE programming very regularly in the early 2000s, they put there's like a UFC show went on Sky as well, Sky Sports. I thought, oh yeah, we'll watch that. So we tried to watch that as the same sort of thing. And mostly the stuff they show was basically three people grabbing hold of each other for 3 minutes and rolling around, and not a lot was happening. So we didn't. We got Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, fantastic. What a great game. Remember this came out, it was great. Again, Mrs. Bear's put more time into this than me because it's all about jumping and stealth and, you know, exploring, which is not my thing, but I remember seeing these games look absolutely fantastic. You know, I'd say a real game changer when they first came out, but they really did set the bar very highly. Uncharted 2. The film is okay, there's a film version of it, which is okay. It's not great. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception, so we have all three of them. I think I've just bought the second and third. Well, I think we had the second one. No, I don't think we had a second one. We had the first one, we never had the second one or the third one. I just bought these to complete the series, so we've got them all now in case anybody really does feel like sitting down and playing them, which will never happen. Vancouver 2010, yes, Winter Sports. We know Mr. Bear does like a skiing game. And broken case on that one. Yeah. But yeah, that's just a skiing game, Winter Sports. We do like Winter Sports. Vin Diesel's Wheelman. I hate to imagine what that's like. Like most of his films, I have absolutely no idea. He still make films? He's still doing Fast and Furious 46. Virtua Tennis 3. I hate tennis. I love Virtua Tennis games. They are just so easy to play. They are very forgiving, which is probably another good thing as well. They're not trying to be a simulation or anything, they're just trying to be good arcade fun with some fantastically wacky mini games as well. Really good seeing watching lots of Roger Federer running around trying to hit fruit. It's great. You can't get any better than that, honestly. Virtual tennis games are superb. You need them in your collection. Wet. Insert your own punchline about that one. Another game that got me a copyright notice on YouTube, or stop playing this game with the song in the background. Yeah. Wowzer. Got it on the 360 as well. Yeah. But actually, joking aside, it's a good game. So I don't know why they never did any more than that. Very weird. Warhammer Space Marine. Now, this is a game that I think we talked to Mrs. Bear about getting at the time. I can't remember why. We sort of became obsessed with this game. Maybe it was a bit like, I don't know, role, sort of turn-based thing. And we were after it for ages, trying to find a cheap price. Eventually got cheap enough, we bought it. I don't think she ever actually played it. Not sure why she wanted that one. And then finish off with the obligatory wrestling games. We got WWE 2K14, which is including the Ultimate Warrior download. Whether it is or not, I don't know, because that was bought a long time after the game came out. But you need wrestling games in your collection. And then the final one of the lot, SmackDown, Raw vs SmackDown vs Raw 2008, featuring ECW. Again, I got this beer off from Curry's. Can you believe that? Curry's. Was it PC World? No, PC World, I think it was. Well, they're the same thing now, I think, anyway. But yeah, I got that from there when they were basically getting rid of whatever they got. I think I paid about £1 for it, which is about what it's worth, really. Yeah, so there we go. Those are all my PlayStation 3 games. I hope you enjoy the trawl through that. I'm sorry if I can't elaborate much on most of them, because a lot of them I haven't played. But yeah, again, like with the first part, anything in there you sort of catch your eye, which you can give me more information about, that would be great. Anything you recommend, anything you'd avoid me to steer clear of, anything you'd like to see me play, do let me know. It'd be great to hear from you. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back with some more rubbish as usual when the time allows. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching. It's been great to talk to you once again. Do take care, mind what you're doing, and bye for now.